Doug.
There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means sitting front row at a comedy show.
Hey everyone, check out this guy and his bird. What is this, your first date?
Oh, no. We help people customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual together. We're married. Me to a human, him to a bird.
Yeah, the bird looks out of your league anyways.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
With Verbal's last-minute deals, you can save over $50 on your spring getaway. So whether it's a mountain escape with friends, a family week at the beach, or sightseeing in a new city, there's still time to get great discounts. Book your next stay now. Average savings $72. Select homes only.
When it's time to scale your business, it's time for Shopify. Get everything you need to grow the way you want. Like, all the way. Stack more sales with the best converting checkout on the planet. Track your cha-chings from every channel, right in one spot. And turn real-time reporting into big-time opportunities. Take your business to a whole new level. Switch to Shopify. Start your free trial today.
After the village drunk finished up his painting last weekend.
I don't know why, because I knew who did your painting, but it took me an eighth of a second to realize that it was Rusty.
Oh, poor Rusty.
Oh, great guy.
Great guy.
Great man.
Just drinks too much.
You know who else is a great man? The village idiot. So you're in 8th grade. You're finally starting to notice chicks. You're combing your mustache.
Yeah.
Putting on your newest striped polo. Hey, Steve, you want to go on a date tonight?
And if it was a Wednesday, I would have had to say, sorry, girl. Gotta go learn about Peter, Paul, and the rest of the apostles.
You want to come with? Want to talk Judas on the way?
Yep. So you just go into the engine, you rip a few of the nozzles off, or you rip a few of those nozzles and tubes off, and punch it, see how fast it goes compared to a minute ago, and boom, got a go-kart.
Oh, can you pass the M&Ms?
Oh, sorry, Steve.
Oh, possibly a peanut butter egg.
Yeah, it's a new day.
There we go. That's the ticket.
We should start rolling here in a few minutes.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's the intro. Here you go.
Oh, that's... Oh.
Just grab a handful real quick.
I mean... Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. These are M&M, Steve. But they're not like you run of the mill. Mm-hmm. It's, excuse me. Peanut butter inside of them.
In the middle, yeah. It's like a little chunk of heaven.
You know, what world are we living in? Where a guy can get candy-coated chocolate shell, peanut butter on the inside.
Yeah.
What a day.
Boy, that's brain food right there.
Yep.
Eat it before everything important.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Steve and Kyle podcast. It's Monday, March 19th, 2018, the year of our Lord. Yes, we are recording. Unbeknownst to us, did kind of sneak up on us. The intro just started, Guillermo, our engineer, just fired the intro.
I think he's
come on,
tired of
guys, we
sitting
got a 5:20 start time. You know that.
Yeah, and I think he's tired of sitting back there waiting while we lollygag and do nothing of import up here other than listen to music on YouTube.
There was quite a bit of lollygagging today.
Yeah.
We've been here nearly an hour.
Yeah, this is one of the later starts we'll ever see.
This is about as late as we can record.
I think if we had started 5 minutes later, I'd have just said, let's cancel it.
Yeah, considering this episode will be released in about 13 hours from now. We're cutting it pretty close. Normally we record on Sundays.
Yeah.
Not happening yesterday. Not happening at all.
Yeah, and like you said, this is as late as it goes.
Yeah.
I think once we start broaching like 6 p.m. For a start, that's where we're going to miss a week.
Yeah, definitely. I thought it was going to happen last week. Mm-hmm. I was a little convinced it was going to happen this week.
Yeah.
And because normally we at least touch base throughout the day, like,
Sure.
hey, what time you want to record? 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Nothing.
Yeah.
So the first I heard from you was
Not true. Not true.
when you knocked on the door.
That may be the first you heard, Steve.
Right. But
the first
you
notice you received, I give the weekly message.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on my way, and then when I was on my way, I thought, we never had that final like, what time? And I told you, so I was like, either he's sleeping, he's caught up in something, maybe elbow deep in a carburetor spring.
Yeah, there are springs.
There's springs on a carburetor.
There
Don't
are.
joke with me right now.
I swear.
Oh, yeah. No big deal. It's a W.
Old kid still got it.
So I thought, you know what? I'm like 3 minutes away. I better call. just to be sure. Didn't answer. I thought, oh, this is it. I'm going to be knocking on the door. Annette's going to be like sleeping. I'm going to wake up Lola or something because, fresh off of devastating foot surgery for poor Lola.
Yeah.
And I thought, this is it. I'm going to ruin it all. Mm-hmm. But I confidently strode to the door, knocked on it.
Everything was good.
And we were ready to roll.
Yeah, I came to the door. I showed off the new hardwood flooring in the house that took literally
like
the
6 hours?
entire weekend.
Oh, so not like a short work shift?
No.
You didn't get started at like Saturday at like 9 in the morning, done by 3 with a nap in the middle?
No, not quite.
So is it safe to say then that this project took on a very Steve-like manner in that it took maybe too long?
No, we anticipated it.
Okay.
That it was going to take the whole weekend. So our plan was Friday night we rip out all of the old gold carpeting. Mm-hmm. Yes, gold. Mm-hmm. Great looking carpet.
Nice
fantastic. Fantastic. More stains than I could have ever imagined underneath that carpet. So we had to rip out. It was about 450 to 500 square feet of carpeting.
Okay.
So both of us, Annette and I, both drastically underestimated it. I thought hour and a half. She's like, yeah, maybe 2 hours. 4 hours later.
Boy, it's Bob time all over again.
It is. So we didn't start until like 8:30 or 9 o'clock on Friday night. So we didn't finish until almost 1 in the morning. Got all the carpet out, which was the easy part, but then you have to take out the little tack strip that goes all around the room, and then the carpeting pad is... I still don't understand why they put so many staples in it.
It's unbelievable.
Because it's under the carpet. It's not going to go anywhere. So put a couple staples in the corners. Mm-hmm. Just so it's laid out.
Yeah, security's sake.
So it doesn't roll up when you're trying to put the carpet in. I get that. But why do I need 1,000 staples in there? Because I had to pull every one of them out.
Right.
Because we were putting down the flooring. So yeah, it was...
Didn't think about just maybe slapping that wood on top of those staples.
Thought about it. But
save yourself another hour.
If it was the old house...
You'd have done it.
Probably would have done it.
Right.
But so we finished that and then went to bed. And our plan was... we wanted to get up because I had to go out and either buy or rent a nailer that we had to use to nail the flooring down. And I thought that one of the local stores had one for purchase. They opened at 8 o'clock. So I thought on Friday night I'm looking it up and I'm like, all right, I'm going to get there as close to 8 as I can. Go in there, buy the thing, be back at the house by 8:30. Be well on our way. By 9 o'clock we'll be bam, 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 putting down the first boards.
Noon, hardwood done.
Done completely. And we had a goal. Our goal for the first day was to get like the first half of the living room and then the hallway that goes to the front door.
Yeah.
I said if we can get that knocked out in the first day, we'd be sitting pretty.
Right.
That would be great. Well, first problem came when I opened my eyes Saturday morning and I looked at the clock and it was 9:30. I slept until 9:30,
right.
which
so you slept in a little bit,
which is. I couldn't tell you the last time I slept even close to that late.
Right.
Normally on weekends, I'm up by 7:30, maybe 8.
Right.
So I woke up, I look over, Annette's not there, the dog's not there, and
someone got an early start.
Yeah. So I grabbed my phone and I sent Annette a text and I said, 9:30? I was like, why didn't you wake me up?
Yeah.
And she said, I don't know, you looked like you were tired. Well, yeah, of course I did. I was asleep. So,
you had a plan though.
yeah, we needed to get stuff done. So I jumped up out of bed, ran downstairs, grabbed something to eat real quick, and called around to a few places, and finally found a place that had this thing for rent, because it turned out that the store I wanted to go to does not have it for purchase.
Oh, okay.
So I had to rent it.
Had to go to the backup.
Yeah, which is fine. The place is actually much closer than the other store, so I went there. And the guy said, yeah, you do this, hook the airline up there, you hit it there, adjust it this way, you'll be good. So we got back to the house, and with hardwood flooring, if you've never done it before, the hardest part is the first row, the first course of boards, because when the tool that you use, it like hooks into the board, and then you hit it with a hammer on an angle, and it fires a nail down into the board. But since that board isn't secured in any way, when you hit it, it has a tendency to slide around and everything. So until you
swing around like a pendulum.
Yeah, so until you get those first couple rows in, every one that you put in, it feels like it's kind of shifting a little bit. So I set the thing up. Put the first row down, go to hammer it in. I'm like, bam! Makes a loud noise, and I see a little nail head. I'm like, hey, all right. One nail down, couple thousand to go. So I put like 5 nails in the first board. I get to the end of the board, and I realize that board is still completely moving.
Oh, good.
Like, I reached down and picked it up off the floor. So the nails were going in, but somehow, and I don't understand how this happens, the anatomy of a nail, Kyle. You got the sharp end that goes into the wood first, and then you got the nail head, which goes in.
So that's usually like a flat side.
Yeah. Tell me how the head of the nail was going into the board, but the spiky part of the nail was remaining in the gun.
Okay. So here's what I'm hearing.
My nails were like doing somersaults in the gun.
You've got a gymnastic voodoo nailer.
Yeah,
that's the only way. That's the only thing I can think of is that thing is possessed by a demon who was a gymnast and is somersaulting these nails inside the nail gun.
Yeah. So it took me forever to realize that the nails weren't actually coming out of the gun. Until I finally looked at it really closely, and I saw like the little tip of a nail sticking out of the end of it. I'm like, well, that's not good. That seems jammed up. I tried sticking a pair of pliers in there to pull it out. Wouldn't come out. Get in the car. Back to the store. Back to the rental store.
Hey, you gave me a crap nailer.
So I brought a piece of the wood with us. I was like, this is what it's doing. I don't know how this is happening. The guy takes the thing back into the shop, completely disassembles the nail gun, and he's like, hey, come on back. Come and check this out. So we go back and look at it, and he's just got like a handful of nails that instead of being straight are curled up like little worms.
Oh, good.
So they were somehow jammed in there, which caused the other nails to do somersaults, which I still don't understand.
That's quite incredible.
He pieced the whole thing back together for us. We did a couple test nails there. Everything worked. Great. Back to the house. At this point, our 9 o'clock start time has now been pushed back till almost 3 p.m. By the time we get all of this figured out. In the meantime, we had made plans to meet up with you and Katie at 7:30. So now I'm thinking, even if we like hit our stride, we only have, I don't know, maybe 3.5 hours before we have to get ready to go out.
Just enough room, just enough to probably get the whole kitchen done.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. So we started working it. So I ripped all the stuff that we had laid out. I took it all back out. I'm like, no, we're going to start fresh.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be good. First board goes down straight. Hey, reach down and pull on it. It's nice and secure. Second board, no problem. Third board is where the problem started.
Oh, God.
So
I thought you just promised me that you were about to hit your stride, Steve. There can't be more problems.
This is the third board out of approximately, God, let's see, there was 24 boxes of wood. I think there was 10 boards per box. No, that doesn't sound right. I think it's 20. No, it's almost... I think it's almost 20 boards per box. So we had about 500 boards to put down. And I'm running into problems on board number 3. And after nailing one in, and just as I nail it in, it shifted. So then I had to pry the nail back out, line it up again, hammer a nail in again, shifts again.
I can promise you, I would already be on the phone with somebody who could do that.
Yeah.
And asking how much. That's fine.
Yeah, sounds good.
You sure you don't want to add a zero? I'm a sucker. I'll pay it.
So after the process of pulling a nail out of a board about a dozen times, where now the board is just mangled.
Yeah, throw one in the garbage. You're
Right.
down a board.
That was my test piece anyway. It happened one more time. I stood up. I took my safety glasses off, spiked him on the ground like a football, said, I don't know why the F we do this, S, and walked out of the house.
Oh, my God. So this is, I mean, not exactly the same because it wasn't directed anywhere, but I can't help but be mentally reminded of the drywall breakdown of 2016 once more, Steve.
Well, I wasn't the one who broke down that time.
Well, yes, that's very true because you caused it with your negative attitude and outburst.
If anything, my attitude was positive, reinforcing, we can do this.
Okay.
We got this. No problem.
Your exact words when you caused your now wife to weep carrying drywall down.
I don't know. What were they?
I don't remember.
I was hoping you would, because I don't.
All I remember is there was a real positive affirmation that you, in fact, made your then girlfriend, now wife Annette,
Yeah, not even fiance at the time.
cry because you didn't like the way she was carrying drywall
Well,
down
she
the
was
stairs.
doing it wrong. I mean, there's a way
Was she
to...
carrying it the wide way? It won't fit, Steve. I can't fit it.
There's a right way and a wrong way to do it.
Sure.
And it was not the correct way.
So she was no doubt punching holes in it with her fist on accident, and that's why. So this time you've grown. You were probably 18 when that happened.
I was 18,
18, 20,
18 going on.
You're thinking
35.
Sure, you're thinking jet skis, right? Because you're so young and ill-informed. So you've grown.
Mm-hmm.
So this time, you instead take your outburst. You make your outburst against nobody or nothing in particular.
Well, it was against. I was very mad at the board.
Yeah.
Very mad at the nailer.
And you
very
take
mad at that email that just came through.
And so you decided, in your own better judgment, to walk away from the situation.
Diffuse the situation.
Instead of, like we know in times past, lashing out at your significant other.
Well, I still don't agree with that sentiment.
I feel like I should send her a text and say, do you remember
That's fine.
what Steve said to make you cry when you were carrying drywall down? And again, we say that laughing, and I'm sure at the time that was one of the worst things ever because you've made this woman you're living with who you love.
Wasn't even living with her. We hadn't even been dating a year at that point.
And
we had
you
been
made-
dating for 8 months, 9 months maybe.
And you were obviously, like we talked again, this story is a repeat, but you were remodeling the basement because you were
going to move in.
You were going to move in, and you gave her a piece of her mind, or a piece of your mind.
Nope. I do remember a quote of hers, and it was through tears and sniffles, and it was, "Stop yelling at me."
God, this is.
And at no point did I yell at her. It was, but I understand what she meant, though. It wasn't what I was saying. It was how I was saying it. So the tone, yes, it probably did come off as though I was yelling at her, but
Because there's ways you can say things, like even if it's obviously not you're not yelling, but if I look at you and say, "Is it on yet?" you get the tone.
Yeah.
Right? You understand what I'm saying. Hey, presumably, like, I'm holding something. Is your side on? This is heavy. Fix it, dummy. So in your mind, you're simply asking, you want to get around that corner with the drywall? But in actuality, you're saying, hey, idiot, get this around the corner. It's heavy.
you know, I don't know why we're bringing up the past. I mean, I like looking forward to the future.
Yeah. Hey, you've made a happy home. Mm-hmm. No other issues in terms of screaming at her about carrying things improperly.
Nope. Not even
You
once.
fixed her.
Yeah.
Right? That's what you told me, is that woman needs a fixing. and I got her on the drywall.
Yeah, I'm fixing to fix her. Yeah.
Good.
Now you may remember I told you I woke up at 9:30. I was out the door by 10 o'clock to go pick up that gun. Yet we didn't actually get a board nailed down until 3 o'clock. So what was I doing with that 5-hour span of time?
That's a large portion of your Saturday. Now, if I know you, you decided to refurnish your deck.
No.
You decided you needed new windows.
No.
Okay. Boy, I'm out of big ideas. You decided to tear apart the Jeep.
No, not negative on all counts.
What did you do for 5 hours that
Okay.
didn't allow your start time until 3 in the afternoon? Which, by the way, if I had gone from 9:30 to 3 without starting, I would have pushed it a whole week. I'd have said, you know what? Next weekend's free. We'll get it then.
Yeah. I'm going to ask you to divert your attention to my right, your left, where you see this. Do you happen to see this? I don't know. It can only best be described as the portal to hell in the wall next to me.
So, again, you have now torn up your entire upstairs carpet.
Yeah.
What
could this hole in the wall possibly have? How could this possibly be connected to the floor project upstairs?
You have an empty floor. You have the proper nailer. You have all of the flooring you need. You have a willing significant other. And at some point you decided, I got to go cut.
Got to go explore.
A 12 by 36 inch hole.
No. This was already cut. If you don't remember, there's...
Oh, okay. There's a panel over it. Okay.
There's an access panel.
So what we have is pretty accurately a 12 by 36 rectangular hole in your wall. Well, let me clarify that, and I don't want to step on any toes. In our studio wall, right now.
Yeah, it's great for acoustics.
Were you burying something dead?
No.
Okay.
Now, this is one of the mysteries of this house. The room that we're sitting in, for whatever reason, like, if you look through into hell, you see the cinder blocks. Like, that's the outside wall of the house.
Sure.
For reasons unknown to anyone on this planet, this room, somebody at one point walked into this room and said, it's a nice room, but it's a little too big. We're going to go ahead and shorten that by about 18 inches.
Yeah.
Because...
Are we in a bunker? Are we in somebody's, fear bunker?
Well, I always looked at this panel on the wall, and until just recently, I didn't notice that this room was shortened on one end. Right. So, upstairs, there's a cable a TV cable that runs up into the living room for that our cable modem's hooked up to. The problem was that cable ran up through the floor and then tucked under the old carpet and then over to the cable modem where it was.
So now if I know you, you obviously took out or were able to access this wall, and in a refusal to allow any cable or outlet or anything to be shown, you no doubt wound a cord maybe around your roof, came in through a ceiling tile, so you have an outlet on the ceiling with a platform with your modem on it now.
No.
Not quite?
But close. I could not stand the fact that a cable came up through the floor, and I wasn't about to drill a hole in my brand new hardwood flooring to run that cable again. I simply wanted to move it over so it came up inside of a cabinet that's on either side of our fireplace.
Okay.
So I popped out a ceiling tile here so I could see where the cable went up into the living room.
That is, again, our black drop-down ceiling.
Yeah. Painted in place.
Painted, yes. Unmovable.
So, if you look, the cable runs underneath this ceiling.
Sure.
And all the way back in that corner is where it
goes straight up.
So, I needed it to go about a foot that way. Well, what is a foot to the left of where the cable goes?
Right.
I had to go on an exploration.
You had to climb in.
Or I had to climb in, take a ladder in with me, take a drill and a flashlight, and just randomly start drilling into the ceiling, which would be the floor of the upstairs. And drilled up and yelled to Annette, "Do you see the drill bit?" "No." "All right, I'll drill again." Drilled again. So I had her upstairs shining a flashlight down into a small hole.
Yeah.
Until I finally was able to drill and see just a very tiny bit of daylight. So I did the old trick where you take an old wire coat hanger, trying to snake it through there so she could grab the end of it and I could pass the cable through.
So this is all while you still have not just hours, but full days of work of flooring. You're trying to
rerun a
wiggle a drill bit 12 inches to the side of where it currently went out.
I do have a reasoning for it, and I think it's a valid reason.
Right.
Because for me, that was priority. Mm-hmm. Because if that cable's not hooked up, we don't have internet. We don't have streaming music, which we were listening to all day. We don't have TV that we can watch once we're done for the day and we want to relax. So to me, it was a no-brainer. That was priority number one. So after me being in this cave for roughly an hour, in and out various times to get tools, finally I ended up finding I had bought a 2-foot-long drill bit a while back when I was hooking up those garage door openers because I needed to drill a really long hole. And I found that, and I was like, oh, perfect. So I just put that in the drill, drilled up, and it finally, she said, I see it. So I passed the cable up. She hooked it up. We had internet once again. And then we started our project at 3
that was
o'clock.
only a 4 to 5 hour sidestep. Not bad.
Yeah, it worked out pretty well.
Well, listen, we have a track record here, Steve, and you and I, that the fact that didn't take you 3 more trips to different hardware stores was probably the upset of the century.
You know, this project, despite it taking forever, other than the 2 trips to the tool rental place, which in fairness should have been 1 trip to go and pick the thing up, there were 0 other trips involved. I had everything I need. I had everything I needed. So so once we got that first row in, then we were cooking, man. We were chugging along, and it sucks because right about the point that we hit our stride was when we had to stop because we were meeting up with you guys because we wanted to go out, have a couple drinks, grab some food because it was St. Patrick's Day. And so I'm looking at the room, I'm like, man, we wanted to get to about a little more than the halfway point in the first day.
Yeah.
We maybe got to the quarter point.
It leaves a lot left.
Leaves a lot left. So
now when Bob was here, we went out for drinks later on a Saturday, or maybe it was a Friday. You went back. You got right back down to brass tacks. You were out there till 1, 2 in the morning. Mm-hmm. No doubt convinced your bride. Let's get back to it.
Oh God, no, no chance. Because, honestly, we would have, but we had to make a lot of cuts. We had a saw running constantly and since it was so nice out over the weekend, we had the saw out on the back deck. We were just cutting out there, which was great. We didn't have all the dust in the house. Mm-hmm. But you know how my neighbors love when I do projects,
especially. Oh boy!
So we figured we would spare them the 9, 10, 11, 12 o'clock saw running in the backyard.
I know, but I know where this is leading, and I think it's worse.
It is worse.
You were making cuts on the Lord's Day.
All day on the Lord's Day.
Oh, come on. You didn't even take a break to go worship?
We started at the saw ran. The saw was humming for the first time at 9:15 on a Sunday morning.
All right. So, you know what? Honestly, later than I thought you were going to say.
And it didn't stop until 8:15 on Sunday night. Was when the last cut was made.
So an 11-hour shift.
11-hour shift.
On a Sunday. In this neighborhood?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. You're going to be getting letters. Now, I've talked about it before, Steve, and we know how this is going to go. The cul-de-sac convention is not going to stand for you trying to offend the town with your unholy tasks on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'd imagine that people are probably annoyed with me.
Yeah.
And the amount that I care is so little. Unfortunately,
yeah.
I'm trying to make my house look nicer because I live in it.
Yeah.
And if that...
Which, as you've already said, is never-ending.
Never-ending project.
You will be doing...
I got to patch up the gateway to hell now.
Yeah, what do you just throw some concrete in there? Hope to never see it again?
I think I'm going to take this whole wall out.
That's not a bad idea.
I mean, not anytime soon. It'll. Definitely before the APS 4.0.
We could use a little bit more room, a little more elbow room. About 18 inches would do the. Now, hear me out here. Mm-hmm. What if we just take a little spot out, anchor the table right into the wall,
right into the concrete,
right in there, so it looks like we got our countertop all over it already. We just mount these mics right to the false wall, which we're staring at.
These mics they're solidly mounted right here.
Yeah. As you recall, this he's referencing the microphone that fell over 1 week ago and was just sitting on this folding table.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So the flooring's done. Outside of some light trim work.
Yeah, we have trim work. We have a couple of other pieces that have to be. I have to cut them, but I need to use my friend's saw. We were over there 2 or 3 times yesterday to use his saw.
So you filled in those trips to the hardware store with trips to somebody else's house so you could cut, but you needed to cut. It makes sense.
That was all pre-planned. We knew that we were going to have to do that.
Okay.
And luckily he lives maybe 2 miles from here.
Good.
So shot right over there, cut some pieces, came back here, and I can't even begin to tell you how sore I am from just like being hunched over the entire weekend. So start to finish.
Oh yeah,
I would say
that's the grand total.
Well, do I count the attempted start time on Saturday? Because technically we were trying to do work.
Yeah.
I think 10:30.
Okay.
We started. Well, first we got 4 hours. Okay. Running total here. 4 hours Friday night ripping out carpet. Attempted to start at 10, we'll say 10:30 Saturday morning. Went until 6:30 because we met you guys around 7:30. So that's 8 hours right there. 8 plus 4, that's 12.
That's a full shift to start.
Yeah. 12 hours. Plus a solid 11 hours yesterday.
Oh.
23 hours.
Now, surely you've laid down in the warm, inviting feel of your new hardwood floor. Just really enjoyed it, enveloped your body and your back.
Yeah.
On that inviting, warm bamboo floor.
Yeah. Felt like a koala rolling around on it, gnawing on it. The sense of accomplishment is fantastic.
I don't doubt it.
But
let me tell you when else I feel accomplished. And it's like I go to work, right? And it's a little before 7, and maybe I leave the door unlocked. And I come home and my whole house was carpeted. And a check was handed over. And I thought, I've got about 23 hours this weekend of free time that I can now fill in.
At one point, I said to Annette, I can't wait to go back to work on Monday.
Oh.
That's right. I was looking forward to waking up at 3:45 because it was going to be less taxing on my body than what we did. But now the rush is on because the trim has to be put up.
Yeah. Well, you can't look like an idiot.
And then the trim has to be painted. And we need to have it done in the next 2 weeks because we're having people over for Easter.
Me included.
Yeah, that's right. You're coming over.
Big Easter plans made.
Would you say you were bringing over Cadbury
I'm bringing
cream
over
eggs?
A basket of Cadbury cream eggs. And because you guys are going like highfalutin society on me, I will be bringing over it's like a 6-year-old frozen ham. I might thought
That's very nice of you.
for you guys to cook up for me. Mm-hmm. So I can share in you and your family and loved ones Easter because I am free. No obligations.
So your wife is working.
And by no obligations, I mean no invites to any Easter functions.
No, I believe that it was you who last year you did a family-free 2017.
Listen, family-free 2017 is totally different than an Easter dinner.
Do you think that perhaps the reason you have no invites is because the family took it a bit personally that you not only did but bragged about family-free 2017?
Very proud of myself that I was able to avoid holiday parties in general. But in this case, now that I'm lonely, I would have appreciated an invite or two.
Okay. Well, you got an invite. We invited you on Saturday night. We invited you to
just tell me what I need to bring.
Maybe just leave everything at home. We got it covered.
You don't need me to bring. I mean, like a couple potatoes. You want like a baked one?
just one.
How many people are we talking?
It's going to be me and Annette, and Michelle and Alfredo, and then her parents. So that's 6 and a baby. So we got 6 and an infant.
So I figure me would be 7 plus an infant. I figure 4 nice sized potatoes will get us all through this dinner, right?
Yeah.
I mean, with everything else you described, you're having like fresh roasted rosemary dipped leg of lamb killed in the backyard type of thing.
Yeah, we're Alfredo, my brother-in-law, is going to be making lamb chops, and I cannot wait. You ever had lamb chops before?
No, but I'll have a ham.
You want to have lamb chops? You can't insult the cook on Easter. It's blasphemous. That's why Jesus was.
Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. Jesus.
So, Jesus Christ in the Bible.
Yeah.
Insulted the cook.
Alfredo.
Hypothetical Fredo. Alfredo, not Fredo from The Godfather.
Yeah, he insulted Alfredo's lamb chops.
Alfredo's lamb chops, and for that reason, as you aptly put it...
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
That's the untold story.
I tell you what, I've never been to an Easter Sunday service at church. I don't think I need it. Why would I? Why would I need to go now?
No.
Well, I cannot suffer, Steve, and I can't say this enough. I find myself saying this all the time. I won't suffer the same fate as Jesus Christ. So it sounds like I'll be eating the lamb chop.
Yeah, exactly. You do not insult Alfredo and his lamb chops.
Yeah.
Now, be forewarned that there will be a blessing before the meal. So
what time? How much should I prepare?
Well, no, not by you.
Okay.
All I ask is that you don't kneel or do some other kind of protest that I know that you're in full support of.
First of all, you shut me down at the wedding. Now you're telling me
you were not shut. I specifically stood in between.
Now you're going to try to tell
and
me
the DJ and said, "Let this man
Easter
talk."
Sunday, the day the resurrection of the man who insulted the cook, Jesus. I can't say a few words?
You can. You can do it. There.
All right.
The blessing is yours.
Yes. Now, do I have to bless the food, people? Do I need to know anything about the people before I give them the blessing? Do I bless individually?
I can give you some notes.
Now, do I need anything like wafers or some fake wine? Is that not this?
No. I don't think we don't need to have communion.
We're not doing whatever. Okay, we're not taking communion.
No,
at Easter Sunday dinner.
No, probably not necessary.
Okay.
That's typically reserved for church.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, okay. The blessing's yours.
So we got we're doing legs of lamb. The rest of the lamb right in the garbage. Nobody wants it.
No,
right? Trash lamb.
What a weird body part.
Yeah,
to the leg. The leg.
Because what is the people who really like a steak, like a nice steak? What portion of the horse is that?
That's it. Yeah, the neck.
The neck.
Yeah,
that's the prime portion.
It's the tastiest part of the horse.
Yeah, it's real fatty.
Yeah, little gristle.
Yeah,
if you cook it just right.
Yeah. Just Just a nice thin shear right off of the neck muscles.
Yeah.
Where does the finest steak come from? Like what portion?
It's like the quarter round, like the.
I guess so,
rump.
kind of like the leg area, like the top of the back of a leg.
Yeah, I guess. Man, I never really thought about it.
No.
Oh.
What other pieces of lamb are used? Can we make anything else happen? I feel like you're wasting 70% of a lamb by just pitching it into the garbage after you after you James Brown it.
You know, I'm glad that you're asking this. The ultimate guide to lamb cuts.
Oh, good.
Let's see. Okay. If you avert your eyes to the Jumbotron, I'm sorry, I know it's a big ask for you to turn.
It's a 90 degree.
Neck! Look at that! The neck is one of the...
Wow, the lamb neck. It
Shoulder,
actually is.
Loin, rack, chop, breast. Weird that that's the breast.
Yeah. Well, that goes back to the that meme of if dogs were to wear pants, what would they... Right?
Yeah. Then you got the rump, you got the leg. Oh, the shank. That's like that... It's like an ankle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
There can't be anything good there.
Yeah.
It's like what you give your dog to chew on.
Yeah. Yeah, like a marrow bone.
Yeah. So, okay. So you take the lamb, you James Brown it.
Yes.
And then you give... You got all your other slim pickings. You take the neck.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm having lamb chops.
You're having yeah. Oh wait, I don't remember if you said leg of lamb or lamb chops. Well, you're having one of those too.
Okay.
It's gonna be.
I'm excited. Now that's well done. I'm presuming with A1 on the side.
Ketchup, maybe.
Ketchup on the side.
Yeah. So there we go. There's you're officially invited for Thanksgiving. Are you officially accepting the invite?
I can't come.
I already had you penciled in for Grace.
You're gonna have to find someone else to say the individual blessings.
What about the potatoes? Where are we gonna get that?
I'll bake them and drop them off. Four. Just throw them through your window. That is, as promised, Steve. Easter Sunday dinner will be 4 extra large baked potatoes for the 7 of you, or the 6 of you, to then share. Once I drop them off, you can mash them at your own leisure or eat them in a baked fashion.
So basically you're giving us raw potatoes that I have to...
I'll heat them up. I can promise you that. I'm a cook. That's my art. No, it's actually funny because I came on Sunday. Sunday, I found out that Easter weekend I will be finishing my own DIY project of the entire bathroom renovation.
Tackling that on your own?
No, goodness no, Steve. I wouldn't. I would just end up with shards of a wood vanity and water plummeting from where there once was a toilet.
So that project is underway?
Yeah, it's
taken out. You're in the deconstruction phase, right?
Yeah. We I took out all the tile by myself on Saturday, on Friday. Had what can only be described as a day filled with drinking on Thursday.
Yeah.
And I think in an act of revolt or punishment, my wife around 9:30, 10 o'clock Friday morning said, "Hey, why don't we take that tile out?" I said, "Okay." There's 2 of us. Hammers, a couple, maybe some screwdrivers to pop the tiles.
A couple garbage cans.
Done in like a half hour, right? Until she sat down in the hallway and watched me do it for more than an hour while I struggled, just pounding away with a hammer on some of these tiles.
So you're just hitting straight down, hoping to break them up.
Yep, some of them. Like, a lot of them popped up really easy, but some of them...
now, the first tile, did it just like, bing, pop right up and give you that false sense of like,
no,
this will take me 10 minutes.
So I tried... starting in one side and maybe work my way around the corner and come back type of thing. Did not happen. Had to adapt, Steve. And by adapt, I mean find one that was already cracked and beat the holy hell out of it with a hammer.
All right. By whatever means necessary.
It worked.
It's all right.
So, yeah, that now my uncle is a handyman contractor, been doing it forever. Have enlisted his help So we are replacing a bathtub, a vanity top, a mirror, a toilet, painting the walls, redoing the floor.
Mm-hmm.
The world's smallest bathroom will stay the world's smallest bathroom with everything new in it.
Yeah. Been there before. Ugh. It's not fun. The fact that it is, in my opinion, the smaller the room, more difficult, more frustrating, because you have no room for anything. You're just constantly tripping over things. Like when we did the floor over the last couple of days, it was a huge project, but everything was kind of spread out. There was no point where we were tripping over each other. We had a perfect system going. Annette was running the saw out back, making all the cuts, coming in, handing me the wood. I was hammering them down. Mm-hmm. She was measuring the next cut. Like, we were just doing our thing, clicking like teamwork.
Right.
But at my first house, at my old house, I had a small bathroom. Was renovating that too, with then my ex-girlfriend, and it was like there was nowhere for either of us to go. If there were two people in that bathroom,
can't do anything.
You're tripping over each other. So it was like, well, I'll just do most of it, I guess.
Yeah, you just make sure nothing falls.
Yeah,
you
stand out there in case I need a drink.
Yeah, thanks for the water. That's great.
Yeah.
So it was a success for me. 0 trips because I was just demolishing things.
Right.
But to say I am terrified would be very, very fair.
Yeah. Now I did overhear. Is something starting like in the next couple of days or by this weekend or something that you like? Somebody's coming over to help work on something.
I don't think so.
Oh.
This is supposed to be all going down now the following weekend.
Okay, because I did overhear you were talking to Katie and you said something like, "Well, we got a lot we got to figure out in the next 2 to 3 days if we want this to get started." But I'm assuming that you just gave an abbreviated list because your list was like, "Well, we got to pick out a paint color and need a faucet."
Yeah. Well, here's the problem.
Well, I mean, a paint color. A faucet would probably take you about 15 minutes to pick out if you strolled through the big box store.
Well, so here's the problem.
Okay.
The budget's been blown out of the water. It's done.
Talking multiple, like 2 times?
No, it's not over budget yet. It's going to be.
Okay.
We were at the last closer than I would like to be.
Do you think you'll double the budget?
No.
Do you think you'll 1.5 times the budget?
Probably.
Okay.
We went. We bought it.
By the way, do you?
Oh, some M&Ms? Yeah, boy, I am kind of a little hungry,
parched.
So we went to get. We picked out a vanity.
Yeah.
We still need to pick up the vanity.
Okay.
We need hardware for the vanity. We need the vanity top we got. Mm-hmm. We need to figure out if we can drill out more holes for the faucet because it's quartz.
Why can't you just... Well, don't you have to pick out a new faucet anyway?
We don't have to. I would like to try to remotely salvage a budget and maybe not pick out an entirely new faucet if I don't have to.
Would you have to pay to get that other hole drilled out?
Sure. I don't know yet. I don't know if that needs an extra drill bit.
I wonder if it might just be easier to... Because since you'll have to spend the money anyway, either getting it drilled out or buying a new faucet, just buy the new faucet. Don't have to worry about the hassle of getting something drilled out.
Counterpoint, Steve.
Please.
Have I told you about my budget?
Yeah, but you just said you'd have to spend it either way.
Well, I'm assuming like a drill bit for something, if it can drill through quartz, would be $10, $15 compared
Probably
to a new
pretty
faucet,
expensive.
which is $100. So I say save it.
Why don't you... Have you thought about just running a garden hose up through the hole?
And then, like, just buy a clamp and use
No, you
that.
just put one of the, like...
like a sprayer on
the
it.
thing that you use out in the yard.
Yeah, and it'll obviously already be big enough so it'll never fall through the hole.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a genius idea.
You'll have rain head.
Oh,
You'll
yeah.
have, blast.
Yeah. Do you need extra water in the shower, dear? Here we go. Here's the pulsating thing that nobody uses.
Right.
Like, why there's 12 different modes on, like, why would I just need a beam of water coming out like compressed air?
Yeah.
Like, it's not a power washer.
No.
What do I need that for?
Because you have to take rust off a bumper in your shower.
So we have to pick up the vanity, pick out hardware, figure out the faucet, if we need a new faucet or if we can drill it out. We need to pick out a paint color, need to buy a bathtub, figure out how to get that home as well.
All right.
There is a list
All right.
that has to be done.
I feel that's a pretty justified list. But
And-
now you have another week and a half to get it all done.
Right.
It's easy enough.
I'm antsy, but we need, we want to use that. But we have 2 bathrooms in the house, and this is the main one. I don't want to have to use the basement bathroom because it's just, it's not as easy, right? Yeah. But boy, do I want to try ripping out that vanity.
What's stopping you?
The fact that we need to use that bathroom.
Oh, yeah, right.
And I don't know anything
but
about
just
it.
get, like,
Do
a
I
little-
just wiggle the toilet really hard
Yeah.
and then just
Exactly. what
pull
you
on
do.
it, right?
Yeah, and those little valves in the back.
Yeah.
Don't worry about them.
So I rip it out and then I dump, because obviously there'll be water in it. I dump that out into the tub, maybe the sink,
Yeah.
just upside down.
That's what I would do.
Okay.
Well, do you seriously want to know?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
There's
Done.
there's no chance that I'm going to undertake that without.
Need me to stop by and help?
I tell you what, the day's going to come. I'm going to get antsy before this goes down in a week and a half, where I'm going to say, let's just tear this thing apart. There's easy thing. Like I have to take the mirror off, the lighting fixture that we have.
Oh, yeah.
Take that
Yeah,
down.
easy.
Electrical.
As easy as a dishwasher.
No problem. I hear there's 2 cords.
There's a gas line.
There's a gas line and a plug, and nothing's going to go
That's
wrong.
it.
Nothing's going to go wrong. So, yeah, I'm about to be knee deep in it, and I am scared as hell.
So this is why you will not be here for Easter.
Yeah. The weekend my uncle can help. It's Easter weekend. If you have something to do, that's fine. But I said no plans. It'll be a couple days worth of watching because I don't know how to do any of that on my own.
Yeah.
Vanity installation seems like a cinch. Just drop her in the corner and throw some glue on the wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Elmer's.
Right,
Just
and
have it
then
on.
you go underneath and you just hook the sink up. Right.
Yeah.
Just to plug it in.
Yeah. There's just one.
You plug
thing,
that in, right?
There's just one thing. It says sink, and you just go boop.
Hooks in,
Done.
and then make sure the drawer's open. Sounds like I got a done deal.
Yeah. I mean, you got
Bathroom done.
I mean, thinking of it is half the work.
Right. I am most excited about ripping out a bathtub just by cutting it in half and seeing how to repair it.
Yeah. That was kind of fun with at my house cutting out. But the issue that I ran into was my house was a pretty small house. It was a 1.5 bathroom.
Yep.
So posed a bit of a problem when I wanted to replace the shower, the one shower that I had. So I got home from work. I gathered all my stuff over the course of like a week or two. I bought the new shower and the surround and all of the stuff that I would need. And came home. I got home from work around noon on a Friday. I was like, this is the weekend. I'm doing it. So I took my saw and I cut the old tub out, which at that point of no return. And then I realized, like, I really need to get this done or else I can't shower.
You can't take a shower.
Cannot take a shower. So it was a very smelly weekend, but I finally was able to take a shower at about 7 o'clock on Sunday night.
Really? It was that big of a undertaking.
Well, when I took mine out, you may run into this problem too.
Sure.
The pipes weren't exactly in the spot that I needed them to be
For
in.
the new shower.
Yeah, because the new shower was like 4 inches wider than the old shower.
Yeah.
So while the pipes were centered in the old shower, when I put the new one in, they were
Okay.
like 2-3 inches off center.
Just go buy a couple of PVC tube,
Yeah.
like angle ones,
Angle
connectors,
iron. Yeah.
and boom, back in business, right?
So that's when I called in the help of a friend. I said, do you know anything about plumbing? Because I knew what I needed to do. I just didn't know how to do it. So he came over and he had this big box of spare parts that he had acquired throughout the years because he used to work construction. And just soldered it all up, cut some pipes, cleaned them,
straighten it out.
Moved all the pipes over a couple inches, soldered it up, and bam, back in business.
Oh, God, that's going to happen to me, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's almost no doubt in my
100%.
mind
Yeah, definitely.
that tub's going to come out and something stupid, like they ran the water pipe around it, like bottom and then around the top again. It's just something idiotic's going to come up because this house has been nothing but a nightmare for doing what should be somewhat simple things.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll have some stupid problems. Good thing priority is getting the shower hooked up, getting the toilet hooked up. You get those done, vanity, floor, whatever.
Yeah. Changing my mind as we're sitting here. Might just call them the big guns.
Do some flooring? That I can help you with.
That sounds worse.
I'm a pro at that.
Yeah.
Now.
Well, Steve, I mentioned my Thursday, day one of the NCAA tournament.
Yeah. It was a big day for you.
Big day for me. It was like the 8th year in a row now. I'm a 31-year-old man where I sat at a bar for more than 12 hours watching every basketball game that came on the television. Now nearly start to finish. So now we did the last few years we've been a little bit shy of making the final buzzer for the last game.
Okay.
Because that usually wraps up around like 1:30 or so.
Man, you made it till, because you had told me the other night you got there at noon, you made it till about 12:15 or 12:30. Yeah. You couldn't do another hour, huh?
We could, but at that point I had been done drinking. So I'm sitting there hungry.
You cashed out 3 different times.
Yeah, my last time, which I don't even know how long our waitress was there, was just a pizza. So there was that gap at night where I didn't do anything related to drinking because, well, one, I'd had a few, and two, I was planning on getting home that night and needed to do it safely. So I stopped drinking. I don't know when. I don't remember. I'm being told
by sources,
by people who were there,
people familiar with the situation,
that I had a bit too much to drink in the afternoon hours, which is now slowly coming back to me.
Okay.
In some waves. I do remember taking
anything you regret?
No. Not for me out when I'm at the bar like that. Not for me. But that tournament, Steve, one of the greatest weekends in sporting history. And it's important. What time? Oh, boy. We got to get into it. It's important, Steve, because we didn't tease this nearly enough.
No.
It's time. It's here. You might think your office pools are important. You might think your little online thing with friends and coworkers and family is important. What we have for you right now is important. It is the debut of the Steve 16.
Is this Eminem?
Oh, this is.
You got one shot, one opportunity.
Yeah. Like we got to be in like a bathroom of a dirty room right now, like practicing against the mirror.
Shadow boxing.
Yeah. With like a. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I want to be the best.
Oh,
I gotta be a fire.
It's here.
Is this the updated One Shining Moment?
Yeah, this is what they're planning on using with the video montage at the end of the tournament with all those buzzer beaters and then background of, the announcers going crazy when they hit it. It's going to be...
play, work, eat. Every day is repetitive, never really sleep. Stay away from the sedatives, thinking positive just to take away the negative. We don't submit a gift.
I'm going to be honest, I really like this song.
A little anti-drug PSA, stay away from the sedatives there.
Yeah.
So what we have for everybody here in the bracket...
Oh, does that mean I have to turn this music off?
No, God. I mean, this is the big... You and me, Steve, like...
Couldn't be as cynical and never let them limit you. Save all the
talk for the post. The Steve 16.
The Steve 16 is here. Now, if you're a relatively new listener or don't understand what we're doing here, in the 20 months we've been doing this podcast, your throat and stomach and general body,
esophageal system,
make some of the most horrifying noises known to man. I think is the safest way to put it.
Might be overselling it a bit.
So we have we have been collecting these. Now, these used to be not weekly, but I would say bi-weekly, maybe monthly. We would play boosted audio clips of Steve's throat and stomach making just atrocious noises.
Yeah.
I mean, you think the sounds of like Rwandan genocide are bad. Just screams. What we have for you here today is a matchup duly pared down to the top 16, Steve. Now, you and I, the selection committee, we went behind closed doors.
Yeah.
We had these on a board. We talked pros, cons. We listed the merits of each of these. We ranked them, and now we have, with a couple of logos made so generously.
The logos are incredible.
Yeah.
Somebody took the March Madness logo and turned it into...
Belch Badness.
Belch Badness.
Yep. And somebody else made us a beautiful logo. The Throat Goblin Tournament, the Steve 16 2018.
And it's a little green glob of snot.
So what we have for you today, and as you listen to this podcast today, we need you to go to our Twitter, @SteveandKyle, or our Facebook, which is facebook.com/SteveandKyle. After you hear all of these matchups and vote in all of the polls, the matchups that are taking place right now.
Yeah, all 8 of the matchups.
8 first-round matchups this week. So that we're, as obviously week by week, we'll pare this down. We're going to have a national champion, a Steve 16 Throat Goblin champion to award sometime in, I think it should come out to earlier mid-April.
Yeah.
So these polls will be posted. Social media, again, Twitter and Facebook. Please vote in all of them. They should be very easy to find. If you can't find them, send us a message. We'll direct you right to them. Your votes are important. Now, there's a bracket to go along with this, Steve.
Yeah, exactly. You can actually go download the bracket, fill it out like you do for your March Madness one.
Please do.
Fill it out, post it, tweet it at us, post it on Facebook. Yeah. Just send it to us, and tag us in the post so we can follow along.
Yeah.
We're not going to say, it's got to be in by this day at this time. We don't care.
Yeah,
this is stupid and fun. So just download it. Listen to all of the clips that we post.
Yeah, so obviously if you could be listening to them, we're going to be playing them in any second now, Steve. We'll be playing all these clips, all of these matchups that have been determined so dutifully by the committee. There will also be a link in the description of this show if you want just the matchups. There will be a video on YouTube where you can listen to all of these matchups and really get your trained ear there. Yeah. Now, this is a big deal. I mean, we're talking office pools. Go ahead, print a stack of these brackets, leave them in the break room. Let everybody participate.
Exactly.
It's family fun. We've got 16 of the greatest Throat Goblin universities you've ever heard of, Steve.
Yeah.
So the committee, it was a tough time paring it down. We had to shave 4 from the entire bracket. What we have is the 16 best, 4 matchups, 4 number 1 seeds, 4 number 2 seeds, 4 number 3, and 4 number 4 seeds.
So do you want to call out a matchup and then and I can play it?
I think we should play all the one. Actually, I think we should.
Let's do the 2 and 3 seeds.
The 2 and 3 seeds, because obviously the 1 seeds are the big unveil at the end that you need to know. So to kick us off, Steve. Now, obviously, all corners of this great country and this land. Our first number 2 versus number 3 seed, Steve. Vocal Cord Valley getting themselves into a number 2 seed, taking on previous juggernaut. Now, it's been a while for Mucus University, Steve. They haven't won a national title since the 1990s, but they're back. They're a 3 seed, a lot of promising young talent here.
And Mucus U coming off that big victory against BF University back around Christmas, which they're still talking about.
Upset of the year. A lot of people say in the Throat Conference. So we're in the Throat Conference. I mean, they're in the Throat Conference. Okay. So this is the number 2 Vocal Cord Valley versus Mucus U.
Okay, here it is. Here is Vocal Cord Valley. Ooh, versus Mucus U. Ooh.
Yeah, very similar.
That's a grumbly one.
A lot of depth. Not a lot of star power there, but both of these rosters go deep, Steve. It's important to take into account when you listen to that how many scores are coming off the bench before you make your picks.
Okay, once again, that's number 2, Vocal Cord Valley, versus number 3 Mucus University. Ooh.
Now we're going to go to the top right region, Steve, because we didn't name these. In another,
I thought we did. I thought we had given them.
I never did name the regions.
All right, maybe we'll
I tried to keep it clean in case I wanted to make a shirt out of this.
We could come up with. I bet we can come up with one before we actually post this.
Okay, that's not a bad idea.
Let's see. Yeah, I like the throat conference,
the throat region,
the bubble gut region,
bubble gut. Okay, throat, bubble gut,
retch.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, the retch.
The retch region. That's with a W. W. Yeah. Yep. Everybody knows. So yeah, you know what?
Oh, the almost barf region.
We're going to take a trip there right now, Steve, as we go to the almost barf region, another 2-3 matchup. Now, a real upstart this year. Nobody expected them to make the tournament, let alone a 2 seed. We have over salivation Coastal State, Steve.
Oh, yes. I did read an article about their young up-and-coming star, Dougie Wilkins, and his triple-double in last week's game.
Yeah, taking on another upstart. Not a lot of people thought they'd come out. Mid-major conference winner, Snot Bubble State University, Steve. A 2-3 matchup for the privilege to make the Sweet, Sweet 8.
All right, here is over salivation Coastal State, a number 2 seed, versus number 3 Snot Bubble State. Oh, yeah. All right, one more time. Over salivation Coastal State University. That's a good one.
That's girthy. It's long, and that's the way they play, Steve. There's a lot of length on that team.
Listen to the hiss too.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, versus number 3 Snot Bubble State University.
A real quick hitter.
Yeah.
You know, they've got some star power starting in that lineup. Well, if you can penetrate the bench, Steve, it's going to be easy to get that team in some danger. The star power ends really, really quick.
Very representative of the way they play the game, too. Lots of fast-moving action.
Yep.
Passing the ball nonstop. It's going to be a good... That's one that I'm going to be watching.
Yeah. Now we go to the bubble gut region, Steve. Another 2-3 matchup. And
hopefully you're keeping track of which region is
absolutely.
Okay.
I'm not. And what we have here is a technical school, Steve, making an appearance that, again, nobody thought would happen. Not cut out for this. Phoenix Polytechnic making the tournament. Not only making it, again, as a 2 seed, favorited on the Vegas books to win their first round matchup. The number 3 seed, University of Jowl, Steve, a big heavy hitter. Obviously known for their years of prowess in the throat area.
I thought they were the bubble gut conference.
Known for their years of prowess in the bubble gut area. This is almost a home game for the University of Jowl as a 3 seed, Steve. I think we might be right for an upset.
Really? Okay, here's number 2.
I think it's Pharynx.
Well, it's spelled Pharynx.
Yeah, but that's the proper spelling.
All right, it's the number 2 seed Polytechnic. Whoa, that one is a number 2 seed.
It's heavy.
That should easily be a 1 seed if you ask me. Although you did, and that's what we determined.
That's what we talked about when we were behind closed doors in the committee meeting.
Here we are again. Good Lord. It's even got that second little chirp in there. Like, listen to it. Right there. That little click right at the end.
This is your classic case, Steve, of a head coach making use of talent that nobody else thought could get them anywhere. That's number 2, Phoenix Polytechnic, going up against University of Jowl.
Kind of a ragtag bunch of, ragtag group of characters.
Yeah, a real feel-good story except for Steve's stomach.
Kind of like the Sandlot.
Yeah.
All right, and this is the number 3 seed, University of Jowl. Whoa.
That's the first instance we've had here. Now, this is the bubble gut region of what can only be described as the frog effect. Okay? So now, obviously, with all of these different noises, you get different qualities, different girth, different levels. Mm-hmm. This is the first absolute instance of a bullfrog.
Yeah. Yeah, and that one may rear its ugly head later on in the tournament. You never know. A lot of teams are going to be watching for the bullfrog effect, possibly feeding off of it, using some of the ideas as they move forward in the tournament. So once again, that is the number 3 seed, University of Jowl. All right, that's going to be a great matchup.
Now we go to the last region to be named, and what we have is 2 really different schools, Steve. What we have is the number 3 seed, the Trachea School of Fine Arts, making an appearance. Now, it's an art school.
Yeah.
Nobody expected their basketball program to be able to make the Steve 16, yet here they are as a 3 seed, not even limping in, not even one of the last 4 in, and they make the tournament, taking on number 2 seed, Uvula State Technical University.
Uvula, that's a little hangy ball, right?
That's the hangy ball in the back of the throat. They're experts on it in a 2-3 matchup for the privilege to go to the Sweet Sweet 8.
All right, here's number 2, Uvula State Technical University. Whoa, that sounded like a human voice. Once again, yeah, that is somebody saying,
it's quick.
Meow.
It's quick. It's a human-like growl coming at you. And that you have to account for that. Now, in any match like this, you're obviously going to have to deal with the high-paced, fast-scoring offense when you have it coming at you just like that.
Yeah. And then the number 3 seed, that was the Trachea School of Fine Arts. It's got some staying power. That one, probably one of the longest clips that we have, which, again, representative of their game. They're drawn out. They don't rush to the hoop.
No.
A lot of passing, but not quick. It's very, they really think about things before they do them.
Some very interesting matchups there with the 2-3s, Steve. Like you talked about right there, the Trachea School of Fine Arts making an appearance very long, like to come off the bench, and they can drag that game out and make it seem literally miserable to you like they did at your stomach. So now we move on, the big matchup. We got the number 1 seeds versus the number 4, Steve. And the first matchup we're going to be talking about, another university you wouldn't expect to see here, Tonsil Tech. Tonsil Tech making an appearance against the number 1 seed, number 1 overall seed, Steve, Gullet Institute.
Gullet Institute. So this right here is our Virginia versus UMBC.
Yeah, so you're talking Tonsil Tech would be your UMBC. You don't know if they should have been here. They were the last one in the tournament.
And that's what they want you to think.
Yeah.
They want you to let your guard down.
Don't let these guys lull you into a sense of security, Gullet Institute, in this 1-4 matchup.
So Gullet Institute, our number 1 seed, our number 1 overall seed. Okay. We can see why they're the number 1
That is going to be
seed.
tough to beat. You're talking multiple body parts there, Steve. I think there's some throat, some stomach rumbling.
Possibly some, like a neck crack almost.
Yes. There's a lot of functions happening on Gullet Institute.
There we go. Gullet Institute, the number 1 seed, taking on the number 4 seed, Tonsil Tech. Wow.
Breathy.
The fact that is a 4 seed is insulting to all of the other teams involved. Mostly insulting to them, not insulting at all to the other teams, because that's just silly. But yeah, that Tonsil, come on. Do we have a representative from the committee?
I mean, I would demand answers. You're talking about a team, again, limping into the tournament right now, losing their star player. They're just trying to get by, but they're getting by on sheer willpower. But I don't know, Steve. Gullet Institute is a national throat powerhouse.
I can't argue with that. I just want to hear this noise again.
Very breathy.
Very breathy.
Very breathy. We move across the bracket, Steve. We have another number 1, number 4, with the number 4 seed, Busted Larynx A&M, making an appearance. The fighting teeth.
Okay, so to be clear, it's the Busted Larynx A&M Busted Teeth.
Oh, I thought I said fighting teeth.
Fighting teeth.
Fighting teeth.
Fighting
the
teeth.
Busted Larynx
Why not
A&M.
the pearly whites? No, that sounds like a racial thing.
The Busted Larynx A&M. What did I say now? Fighting teeth are taking on, in the stunner of the decade, Steve, this team making it as a number 1 seed, Dumb Mouth Community College.
Dumb Mouth Community College.
Boy, this is weird. It's almost like the university ran out of names, and they resorted to
just insults.
Insulting
of body parts.
The Dumb Mouth Community College Fat Lips are finally in the tournament for the first time ever as a number 1 seed, taking on the busted Larynx A&M.
Dreams do come true. And here they are, Dumbmouth Community College. Ooh.
Not bad.
Yeah.
In a real upset. Again, staying power is key, and these are all things you have to take into account when you're voting on these matchups.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and here's the whoever they're playing, the
busted Larynx A&M fighting teeth.
Fighting teeth. Oh, I like how that one builds.
It's a slow build, kind of like their season, Steve. They started off 9-12, nothing really brewing. They rattled off 15 straight to make the tournament.
Of course, yeah,
here
everybody heard the story.
For the privilege to fight the Dumbmouth Community College Fat Lips.
All right, what do we have? One more? Or two more? Two more.
Okay. We move to the other corner of the bracket that is not named.
This will all be determined.
Yeah. And what we have is a university. Again, a lot of these, you don't expect them to make it. The number 1 seed, number 3 overall, Steve. We have the Esophagus Episcopalian University Rebels. No name. I don't know.
I think
the Rebels are great. Yeah, Episcopalians and the Rebels. The Esophagus Episcopalian University taking on number 4 seed, sneaking in there. The last draw, second to last draw, Snot State.
Oh, that's a great name, Snot State.
It's a great matchup here. Esophagus Episcopalian.
There's Esophagus Episcopalian one more time. Man,
gritty,
grumbly, crackly.
Yeah, they're gonna bang you down low. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna beat you at the hoop. They're not gonna let you. They're not gonna let you get down low and out rebound them. That's Esophagus Episcopalian.
And the number 4 seed, Snot State. Just looking at this one, it looks like it's got a little character to it, and it does.
Oh, that's a rumbler. See, now
that's
that
a bear.
One,
Listen, there's a bear growling.
That's a roar. That could be, now close your eyes for a minute, and you might be on an African safari, because that was a lion roaring in the distance, Steve. Another 1 versus 4. You know what? Listening to him even now, as a committee member, Steve, it's easy to feel and see some upsets brewing here.
Yeah, I think that Snot State, that we just played one more time, the lion roar, that has the potential to be the upset of the year.
Yeah. You might be nearing the Fat Mouth 4 if you're as a 4 seed. That would be a huge upset. Unbelievable. And our last matchup, Steve, another number 1 versus number 4. Now, the winner of this match will take on the winner of Uvula State Tech and Trachea School of Fine Arts. Obviously, everybody studied the bracket by now. We have the number 1 seed, Acid Reflux Correspondence School.
Whoa.
Taking on number 4, sneaking in as a 4 seed, Hogmaw Academy.
Hogmaw Academy, huh?
Yeah, that's the it's the
like a fine arts academy?
Hogmaw Academy hooves.
You think they would just be the hogs?
It's disrespectful to the rest. That's Acid Reflux Correspondence School, Steve.
What?
How about a dark horse for the national champion? I know it's a 1 seed. A lot to be stated about the demon-like qualities right there. If you see them in the national championship against the Esophagus Episcopalian University...
Oh, imagine that. That would be better than the 68 final.
Oh, you can't have it. You're not going to beat that. So that's the number 1 seed, Acid Reflux Correspondence.
Ugh. Just haunting. Taking on the number 4 seed, Hogmaw Academy.
That's M-A-W.
Yeah.
Hogmaw
Academy Hooves.
Sorry, I stepped on it.
Oh, it's okay. We'll give it one more time. Again, the Hooves. There you have it.
Now, I see a runaway. Now, I think they got a nice draw. Acid Reflux got a real nice draw to the Fat Mouth 4. And I really like the upstart quality of Snot State, Steve. There's a lot to like about a lot of these matchups. And again, diligently thought out by the committee behind closed doors, hours spent, sequestered from families as these matchups were debated. Again, all of these matchups and the bracket, please find them at Stephen Kyle on Twitter, Facebook.com/Stephen Kyle. print them, leave them in the office.
Yeah.
Start an office pool. Share these. Again, there will be a YouTube video in the show description as well as on the polls on Twitter and Facebook if you need to hear this audio again of all of these amazing first-round matchups that are all going to be live. Well, if you're probably, unless you're listening to this first thing, they'll be up Tuesday afternoon. They will be closing sometime Saturday, so be sure to get your votes in early. Make sure you really think about them. You know, you get one vote.
Yeah.
You don't want to ruin it by clicking around like some idiot because you think like a school name's funny.
No.
That's not what we're here for, Steve.
Take it seriously, folks.
We are trying to find the National Throat Goblin Champion. After we pare it down, obviously we have the Steve 16. We're going to the Sweet Eats 8. We're going to the Fat Lip 4. And then we're going to the Throat Goblin National Championship, Steve. This is a big deal.
It's very exciting. Very exciting.
Fast five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You know, I feel like it's been weeks because it has. Last week I had a Fast Five prepared. We didn't get to the Fast Five. And then when I opened up the note on my phone where I normally keep track of my Fast Five, I saw in there, I never deleted my note from last week. Deleted everything. I could have still used them all. So I ended up coming up with 5 brand new ones for the Fast Five.
Well, that's nice. I actually actively chose to use outdated 1.3 week old news statements. So maybe I'll talk Winter Olympics. You know, it's going to be a real grab bag coming up.
Yeah. The Olympics, they're going to start any day now.
Right. Haven't done these since the start of February. Stormy Daniels.
So she's getting sued, right? For millions?
Yeah, I think 20 million. She's now crowdfunding legal help so she can speak her truth, Steve. Next, now this, I actually dug into the new bag. Cynthia Nixon. She was a character, I don't know her name, on Sex and the City.
Okay, which one was she?
Yeah.
The
short-haired one, red, ghost-like.
Oh, the red-headed one. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
You haven't heard the news?
She was the older one, right?
Yeah. You haven't heard?
No.
Oh, boy, big update.
Oh, man, I can't wait for my
Sex and the City update.
Cynthia Watson update.
It's Nixon.
Nixon.
God's
Cynthia Nixon
sake.
update. Huge fan.
Listen, Cindy Wilson is one of the nicest people on the planet. How dare you disparage her? Next, Martin Shkreli. Shkreli? How do you pronounce it?
I think, Shkreli. I think that's it. Which just sounds like a little wormy guy name.
It fits his image,
him
right?
So well.
Oh, it's gross.
He was, I heard that he cried at his arraignment. Is that what it? That's the arraignment's when you get. Wait, no, the sentencing.
Yeah, sentencing. Yep. Yeah. Tears.
Arraignment happens before.
Yep. Okay. Tears. North Korea.
I remember. It's been so long that you don't even remember.
It just came to me though. It's the news cycle makes it all crazy, but I do remember.
So North Korea, I'm assuming a week and a half ago, that was referencing when the big story was that Trump agreed to meet with North Korea.
The big summit, Rocket Man, and what was he calling him?
Oh, like Fat Stupid or something?
Yeah. Rocket Man and Fathead. Meeting in May or something, supposedly.
Yeah, good. That's nice.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, I mean,
maybe they'll both bring their buttons.
You know that Trump will come back from that referring to him as a good man, a fine person, my new good friend.
A great leader.
I mean, look at the sacrifices that his people have made.
Beautiful. And lastly, Steve, I know you're all over it this weekend. You talked about you're laying floor, but you could barely keep your eyes, broken away long enough to slap another piece of bamboo down. The NCAA basketball tournament.
Well, secretly, I'll now reveal the secret. The reason I was putting that hardwood down is so you know where the clock used to be over the fireplace.
Sure,
it's being replaced with a basketball hoop.
Oh my goodness, we're gonna hoop it up.
Yeah.
Is that what they ball out?
Jock jams.
We're gonna jock jam in your living room.
Basketball.
So all we need to do is put your couch on wheels, and
no problem.
Obviously, the sounds of sneakers scuffing and Achilles rupturing will be prevalent in no time.
You hoping to take out the other one?
You know what? I think it'd be nice if I could match the right foot with the left foot. Crazy. Probably one of the Most wild opening weekends of the NCAA tournament ever.
Yeah.
Two number one seeds
of great
gone.
Buzzer beaters.
Yeah. Some really fun basketball, unless you're a Michigan State or a Virginia fan.
That one Michigan, was it the Michigan State dude who his 3-pointer was blocked? And
caught it, and then
he jumped up, caught it, and in the same motion, threw it up. What was that, at halftime?
At the halftime buzzer. Yeah, hit that shot. They couldn't hit anything open those days.
No. Michigan, on the other hand,
North Korea was before that.
Your big Michigan,
so Rocket Man and
Michigan
Fat Man meeting
Kyle,
in May for the big summit.
Huge
Lord
Michigan
hopes
fan.
it works out. Martin Shkreli.
Huge fan of Michigan. Actually, no, you're, as everyone knows, you're a fan of the Michigan State Steves.
Michigan State Steves.
Go Steves.
I believe somebody, and this didn't go mentioned, I can't believe you didn't get blown up, Steve. We did a podcast bracket challenge again.
I did. I got a few messages.
You didn't do it then?
I was tending to my my
dog?
recently out of surgery dog, who will always have priority over nearly everything in my life.
It was like 8 minutes. But North Korea.
You son of a bitch. You take it back.
I love Lola. You know that. North Korea, we talked about. So I still don't believe this will happen. For me, this is Mayweather-McGregor of the world, because this has much more implications than a $100 pay-per-view fight.
It's nuclear Mayweather-McGregor.
Yeah. I don't think it happens.
Not happening.
I think something's going to interfere, a tweet. I mean, you've seen like presidential visits to and from like Mexico and other countries get canceled because of what our president is tweeting and saying.
He'll be on the plane on the way to Pyongyang, and he'll tweet like, on my way to meet that fat idiot now.
Yeah. He's going to fire off one of his patented toilet tweets where he's no doubt like going to the bathroom over the ocean, call him Rocket Man again, and then like insult his hair.
Yeah.
And then, have to land in China to turn around. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm dreading it. It can't go well.
We will, though, here on the Stephen Kyle podcast. We'll have full coverage. Mm-hmm. If that meeting does happen.
Live.
We'll go live, yeah. Yeah, we'll hit the
breaking news sounder. Listen, this harkens back to our election 2016 coverage where we were all over it. You're talking to two political newsbreakers, the Woodward and Bernstein of 2018 podcasting.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we are. When Trump and Kim Jong-un meet, Steve and Kyle were live.
Look at that.
Oh, that worked great.
You hit the post and everything.
Martin Shkreli. Now, this is the guy who was
the farmer bro.
Yeah, most known for a couple of things. One was essentially buying a company that had, what was it, insulin?
I thought it was an HIV.
Oh, was it? Something very necessary for medicine, and jacked the price, I want to say 1,000%. It's like $750 a dose.
Yeah. It went from like $10 to something ridiculous.
Which I don't think there's anybody defending him. In case you are, I know that's his right as the business owner. He can do what he wants. It doesn't make you less of a dick.
Yeah.
Also known for buying a Wu-Tang album,
Wu-Tang Clan album,
for $1 million or something.
I think it was $2 million. It was the only copy of it in existence. That apparently they recorded years ago.
Yeah.
It was, I don't know the whole story behind it, but it was never released for whatever reason. I don't know if it was at any point going to be released, or if it was just hey, we're just going to do this thing and record it and put it on the shelf. But
boy, I almost called him the Wu-Tang Club.
Big fan, huh?
Well, I like my Emilio Estevez and, the Molly Ringwald and the Breakfast Club, so I thought maybe.
So Shkreli, a couple of years ago, probably 3-4 years ago, bought that album, then started some kind of feud with the Wu-Tang Clan, but he's since been sentenced to...
he defrauded investors for a lot of money and was sentenced to years in prison, if I'm not...
So, was his crime anything to... Was it at all related to the whole drug...
Totally legal what he did.
Okay.
Obviously made him, public enemy number one for people who needed that type of medicine and couldn't afford it.
So all eyes were on him.
Yeah. and defrauded investors. I don't know the details. That's well above my pay grade to understand what frauding and insider trading stuff, how that works. But yeah, was sentenced to years in prison, weeping. So to read people say, "Oh boy, I would love to like bottle those tears and look at them on a sad rainy day, so I can remember that there is happiness in the world." Because this is a guy who took runs at sick people and is crazy homophobic. He just, I don't know how he has his money. I know there's a story. I would choose not to read anything about this guy. He is a huge, probably the biggest public enemy.
Yeah. There's, I can't imagine there are many people that are on his side.
Cynthia Nixon,
Cynthia Watson.
Tall, Cindy Williams. The tall alien-looking one. Not Sarah Jessica Parker, the other one that looked like a tall alien.
Repeat her name for me again, because I already forgot.
Cynthia Nixon, star of Sex and the City, the TV show. Pretty much what she's known for.
Would you believe if I told you that I typed in CYN and it autocorrected?
Did it?
Yeah.
Announced today, Steve, her candidacy for the governor of New York.
I actually heard the story, but I didn't know, because she looks significantly different, because I think in the show she was a redhead.
Yeah.
But it looks like, because all the pictures I've seen of her, I thought, man, she looks familiar, but I couldn't place it.
So another chaos celebrity making a run for the gubernatorial seat of New York State. Now, who is that? Cuomo?
Yes.
Andrew Cuomo is the current governor. So I don't even know when that is, but you really want to run the gamut on the other side with celebrities again?
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming that she is a Democrat?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it is Cuomo, American politician, Democrat, governor of New York.
State like New York, almost guaranteed she'll get out of the primary as the candidate, I'm guessing, unless somebody like Hillary decides to run, like a big name.
I'm assuming that Cuomo cannot run it. I'm assuming there's a two-term.
She might just be a challenger
limit, or okay.
I don't know. I don't know the details on it. So back in a celebrity running for office. Listen, we're like 90 for 100. What could go wrong with another one, right?
Yeah.
Everybody raves about Schwarzenegger, raved about Jesse the Body Ventura, and then, I mean, he didn't go Looney Tunes at all.
Yeah, no. Totally.
Going well. Before that, Stormy Daniels. So what a saga this whole thing has been. When it started felt like, I don't want to call it a footnote, but really, of all the things that have happened in the Trump presidency, him sleeping with a porn star 10 years ago felt like a footnote. But now is becoming something bigger, with a probably not verified non-disclosure agreement because it wasn't signed by Trump, and reports now of threats against her 5 years ago if she went public with this affair and the payoff, and now a recorded interview with CBS's 60 Minutes that our president is trying to stop a porn star from giving on a national news program by taking her to court.
Boy, I wonder why would he be nervous that she's going to give an interview?
What a saga. You can't write this, Steve. A porn star is being sued for $20 million by our president, so she can't talk about how they had sex and how she was paid off for it 12 years ago now.
Yeah, what is he worried about? Because
I think it's the intimidation, the idea that she was intimidated into signing this agreement against her will. Because this happened...
He didn't sign it.
Correct. So this was done, I think 10 days before the general election in 2016, and has become public now. There's a court date for July. Does our president have to go to civil court to show face against Stormy Daniels?
I think. What? I mean, if you get one of those notices to appear in court,
it just goes to show, like, of all the things that have gone down that may be illegal, may be impeachable, Bill Clinton impeached for having sexual relations in the Oval Office and lying about it.
Yeah.
What if 20 years later another president goes down for having sex and trying to cover it up using like intimidation. It goes to like you could manufacture an election, you can do whatever, but you don't mess with those family values, man. You don't do it. We'll impeach the hell out of you.
It's ridiculous.
So Stormy Daniels.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing how it plays out. Is that it?
That was it.
Okay.
All 5.
Oh man, I cannot count.
Make them quick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, first on the list, UMBC.
What a story. Fun from top to bottom. Fun to be able to watch history. That's what it was history.
All right, number 2, Irish car bombs.
Boy, you check in with me in another 363, and I'll dread the next one.
Okay, next on the list is Michigan versus Houston. Michigan versus Houston.
Oh boy, it's we're having headphone issues here today too. A lot of them. So yeah, that was a basketball game, man. That was on at I want to say that was Saturday night. That was like a 9:40 p.m. tip Eastern. I'd put you 8:40 Central, 7:40 Mountain, 6:40 Pacific.
Yeah.
I believe the game before it ran a little late, so I think it tipped off like 20 minutes late, which puts you a little past 7 o'clock Pacific.
Yeah.
And you want to go to Hawaii, it was like 3 in the afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
So
You're really not saying anything except what time the game was on.
Viewing guides are very important, Steve.
Especially after the event.
Especially after it happened, to recap
on a podcast that could be listened to anytime in the next eternity.
I'm the Van Gogh of podcast, Steve. I'm painting a picture, okay? I'm doing my splishy splashes, and I'm painting a picture of when and where that game may have taken place, depending on where you were in this country.
Next on the list, number 4.
If you were overseas, the clock starts going the other way.
That's a whole other issue. Next on the list on the Fast Five, Stan Lee.
Oh, no. I hope something new didn't come out.
Have we talked about him lately?
There was, I believe I mentioned him a month and a half ago with the nursing company. I didn't know if there was an update on that.
How they're, people are trying to... He's surrounding himself with shady people. And,
oh, no.
A lot of people have extorted a ton of money from him.
Oh, boy.
But then there was some weird... Honestly, I don't even remember why I put him on the list. It was something like he found a dog that belonged to...
a celebrity found his dog.
Football player. What was his name? I
know exactly who you're talking about. Not Rashad...
No.
I know exactly what you're talking about, but yeah.
Brown. Something Brown.
James?
No. James Brown was not a football player.
The legless wonder? Is it Jim Brown? The running back?
Jim Brown.
The running back?
Yeah. Yes.
James Brown. James Brown. How'd he chase it? Did he have a car?
So, yeah, apparently Stan Lee's dog was lost, and Jim Brown, the football player, found it.
95-year-old Stan Lee. I don't know if you should have a dog at that age.
No, probably not.
I mean, unless he's got handlers.
Unless it's a service dog.
Yeah.
Medic alert dog.
Boy, Stan Lee, crazy to see him still going at his age. Yeah. Unbelievable.
And finally, Betsy DeVos.
Didn't go well.
No, not
Safe
well.
to say they should probably keep administration mouthpieces and secretaries of whatever off of 60 Minutes. Maybe that's why they're so worried about Stormy Daniels, because 60 Minutes so shredded Betsy DeVos.
Well, to be fair,
she shredded herself.
She shredded herself.
She looked absolutely the fool.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible interview, to the point where the news cycle the day after was that she's essentially... The reason she was on 60 Minutes was to talk about a council or something for school violence, to the point where Monday it was heavily insinuated she's not involved any longer because she so bombed this interview on 60 Minutes.
Yeah, not a good look. Before that, we had Stan Lee. Apparently, younger people are stealing all of his money.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't even begin to tell you how much money that man has. He is a guy who goes to comic shows. By now, I think he's about 98% retired, and wanted to retire 20 years ago, so he just kept raising the fee for him to go there, and people kept paying it.
Yeah.
So he finally had to force himself into retirement now, but his signature alone on a comic book right now is still worth hundreds of dollars.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Just for his signature on it. Oh, yeah. Michigan, Houston.
Mm-hmm. So if you go, if you're in, South America...
Yeah. What about Newfoundland? Because aren't they a half hour ahead?
Is that it? That's where you start getting into that. So if you want to talk Middle East, if you want to go where Afghanistan, there's soldiers.
What's that? 12 hours.
That's 9.5 hours forward, I mean, if you want to talk like Japan, I believe Tokyo, 12 hours. So they weren't watching it, Steve, at 9:40 Eastern, like 9:40 p.m. They're watching it at 9:40 a.m.
9:40 a.m. the next day.
The next day, it was the future. It's unbelievable.
So what'd you think of the end of the game? Probably ended around what time?
Yeah, played in Wichita, nice city. That's in Kansas. Home of the Wichita State Shockers, who are also in the NCAA basketball tournament, Steve.
Home of the Wizard of Oz?
Wizard, obviously not there anymore.
No.
Toto. Yeah.
Nothing to say about the game, though. The actual gameplay.
I mean, what time zone is Alaska in?
And moving on, Irish car bombs. There's a reason I put this on the list, and you know that reason.
Yeah. I noticed that video didn't make it.
No, it didn't. There's a very good reason for that, because Twitter has a 45-second limit.
Really?
And the video clocked in at about 55 or 56.
We could cut, like...
I'm sure we
drinking
could.
It, right?
I'm sure we could cut some out. But
yeah, well, we decided to partake, Steve, in
I feel
some...
like it cuts out some of the allure.
Some holiday festive drinks on Saturday night, St. Patrick's Day. You ordered us a round of Irish car bombs.
Yeah.
And as I preface these by saying, I don't like Guinness and I don't like Baileys.
But surely you like them combined.
You throw them together, what could go wrong? You made it. You're a champ. You went right through it. I couldn't do it.
I hadn't done a car bomb in probably a decade.
Yeah.
And as soon as we got to the place that we were at, Annette and I got there about 15 minutes before you guys. So we sat down, and there's a little card on the table that says St. Patrick's Day specials.
Yeah.
And I looked at it, and I'm like, ooh, Irish car bombs. And Annette just looks at me, and she's like, oh, God. I'm like, yeah, I'll do one, but only, because I asked her, do you want one? No. All right, I'm going to do one, but only if Kyle will do one. You showed up. At first, you said no. Within about a minute, I had convinced you to do one.
Yeah, it didn't take much.
And so that drink showed up, dropped that shot of Bailey's right in there. Bam, down the hatch. And then, and I don't know if you saw me, but I looked at Annette. I kind of gave her a nod. I was like, old man still got it.
And then you looked over at me, saw me slap down a quarter of a glass of Guinness left.
Yeah, you were drinking it like if I try to pour water into my dog's mouth.
Yeah, it was so bad.
Lapping at it as it falls on the floor.
I probably could have finished it. There's no question I could have finished it. It's so weird because I didn't know how far along I was. I was like, well, if I keep going, like, what if like 3 more glugs is where I throw up? Because again, I don't like either of those ingredients. So I set it down. I go, I'll finish it in a second until you remember. It's a milk-based liqueur.
Yeah.
Mixed with Guinness, so it leaves really gross-looking white chunks.
Oh, yeah, it curdles. It curdles. Yeah.
So it became a substance more than a drink. So don't worry, I made up for it. I slammed the manliest drink we could find on that menu. We had 2 Dirty Girl Scouts right after that, Steve. Again,
fantastic drinks.
Wives, women, sitting inches from us, and 2 men in their 30s clinked Dirty Girl Scouts and drank them down.
And it was great.
Yeah.
For about the next 20 minutes, though, I had a little gut rot because there was a lot of cream that was just kind of being tossed around in my stomach with pizza. Yeah, it was a little bit rough, but
you still got it.
Old man still got it. Still slam a car bomb with the rest of them. First on the list was UMBC, University of Maryland, Baltimore County.
Yeah, first the Retrievers, first ever number 16 seed in the men's tournament. A lot of people forget, Steve, the Harvard women. I don't know the year. We're a 16 seed that upset a 1 in the women's tournament.
Yeah, who could forget?
But the UMBC Retrievers upset the number 1 overall seed Virginia at like 33-2, and not just upset. An absolute butt kicking.
It was like 20 points.
It was a 20-point win.
I think I might have been the last person to find out about that.
Really?
Because you told me at probably 8 o'clock on Saturday night, but that game was
Friday
on
night.
Friday night. Yeah. No clue. No idea whatsoever.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I mean, as absolute history, at any moment you think, they'll end up rolling them or, scoring 25 out of 28 points and beating them, but unbelievable.
What is Virginia's mindset right now? Like, those players are sitting at home.
Yeah.
Or sitting back in their dorm or wherever they are, just watching, thinking, that should be us. How did we do this?
I'd rather lose like Houston like on a buzzer beater,
definitely.
whatever.
Who did,
obviously
who did
that
Houston lose to?
But that was in the second round anyway. But if you were to do that in the first round, I'd rather lose a buzzer beater than get walloped by a 16, because your name's remembered forever. If you lose to a 16 seed, the University of Virginia will always be remembered for being the one that broke the seal and getting spanked by a 16. Yeah. Great story, though. Obviously, the Twitter account became massively famous.
They just started trolling everybody who had made fun of them.
Awesome. So that was fun to watch. I mean, I don't know if we'll ever see it again. Been 30 years since.
That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun for something that I didn't watch, didn't know about until.
Did you see the highlights though?
Roughly 24 hours later. No.
Really?
I saw some guys running up and down the court.
Oh man, the
times.
Kids on the court. That was great. Great stuff.
I did.
Steve.
I saw some of the celebrations.
Yeah.
Game? No.
Too busy.
Yeah, I got flooring to install.
Yeah, that dog.
It was a busy weekend. Yeah, the poor dog. Had to keep her penned up in the kitchen all weekend.
By the way, if it was you, if you're a podcast listener and you sent a care package for Lola to Steve.
Actually, it was sent to Aaron Rodgers at the radio station.
You have to tell us.
Yeah, I need to know who that was, because thank you so much. That was incredible. But there was no note or anything in there, so I don't know who it came from.
Yeah.
Don't know who to thank. I want to thank somebody. Lola wants to thank somebody. We'll take a selfie of her eating those marrow sticks and send them to
on
you.
her blanket.
Yeah, she was very thrilled to eat one of those earlier.
And again, thank you to Nikki. If you haven't heard, that's me munching on more peanut butter.
One more time. There it is.
Peanut butter M&Ms. We are eating candy. Deal with it. Great gift.
All right. Thank you for listening. You can download, subscribe, and review the show in iTunes, the Apple Podcast app, Google Play, TuneIn, Stitcher, YouTube, and Libsyn. StephenKyle.Libsyn, LIBSYN.com, on Twitter at Stephen Kyle, Facebook.com/Stephen Kyle. Both of those social media places, that's where you have to go. As soon as you download this podcast, if it's still within 3 or 4 days of it being released, so if it's before like March 25th, 24th, get to social media, Stephen Kyle on Twitter, Facebook.com/Stephen Kyle. You can vote in the Steve 16, the mouth globule tournament of champions.
Great matchups.
Lots of great matchups. You'll be able to listen to all of the matchups and then cast your vote. So looking forward to the updates next week. We'll talk to you then.
Most people overpay for car insurance, not because they're careless, but because switching feels like too much hassle. That's why there's Jerry, your proactive insurance assistant. Jerry compares rates side by side from over 50 top insurers and helps you switch with ease. Jerry even tracks market rates and alerts you when it's best to shop. No spam calls, no hidden fees. Drivers who save with Jerry could save over $1,300 a year. Switch with confidence. Download the Jerry app or visit jerry.ai/Libsyn today. That's JERRY.ai/LIBSYN.
We have the tech to get food delivered in 15 minutes, but we all have horror stories about buying tickets. The Game Time app gives fans the advantage. Get amazing tickets in just a few taps. Fees are included, so what you see is what you pay. And the Game Time guarantee means authentic tickets at the best price every time. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets to concerts, sports, comedy, and more with Game Time. Download the Game Time app and create an account for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply.
There are a lot of good reasons to donate to the Salvation Army thrift store, like downsizing, pre-college move-out, post-college move-in. Knitting was more dangerous than you thought. You're actually a true winter. Your collectible stuffed animals aren't an investment after all. Panini makers? You're no longer into neo-Victorian steampunk interior design. And then there's the most good reason. Helping someone in your community get back on their feet. The Salvation Army thrift store, where donating does the most good.